Woo! What up, people? It's Emmanuel. We're back with another power review. Last week we had a great turnout, so I really appreciate all the support. So let's keep it going. We are reviewing episode 2, which is titled "Whose Side Are You On?" Now, a lot went on this episode, man. So we're gonna try to get everything in and discuss it. So that damn intro is still on. That Trey Songz intro that nobody liked. I thought 50 was gonna get the picture and do something about that, but we stuck with that intro for the rest of the season, so might as well get used to it. Alright, so we begin the episode with James. He sees Tommy's car being pulled out, and you see the whole left side is just filled with holes. Now, he himself, James, goes to see Jason to kind of make sure that they're all cool, that there's going to be no retaliation. Now, Jason lies to James and tells him that, and doesn't let him know that Tommy is alive. So now he has James paying him $100,000. I think every week or something, or whatever. He has him paying $100,000 just to keep things smooth. So now Jason is using this whole Tommy versus Ghost thing to his advantage, and he's making a little extra paper from it. He's gonna use it even more to his advantage. When we discuss the episode later down the line. So now we see Tommy taking an Uber, and when he gets out the Uber, he's arguing with the Uber driver because I guess the Uber driver took, a wrong way or a longer way to get him to his destination. So he's arguing with the Uber driver. He's telling him he's going to give him 1 star. So it's interesting to see those little regular moments and see, the Uber driver is kind of cursing Tommy out, and Tommy is not like threatening to kill him or nothing. So that was just a little cool, funny moment, like a human moment. We got a Killing Me Smalls reference for all you Sandlot fans out there. Y'all know where that was from. So, that's what Tariq's friend told him when, I guess his friend came into his room, the room that they share, and told him that about the product they were selling, that Tariq doesn't want to be approached directly. He wants everything to go to the friend. So we really see Tariq is really learning how to run a business now. He's, he got his friend is like the middleman to get the product out there. He's learning how to respect a chain of command. So we're seeing Tariq slowly learning the business and how to be a top dog like his pops. So now Ghost goes to see Proctor, and Ghost tells Proctor that he killed Tommy. And Proctor is happy about that. He's like, Tommy's gone, so that's better for everybody, because Tommy done threatened Proctor like 11 times. So Proctor's like, all right, Tommy's gone, so that's good for everybody. And now Ghost tells him, that's my best friend. Ghost is mad at Proctor for being mad that, for being happy that Tommy's gone. And you the one who killed him. Like, Ghost is such a crazy dude. Like, he's really feeling some type of way about Proctor being mad about Proctor being happy about him killing Tommy when he the one who killed Tommy. Like, I don't know, man. So, but Ghost is telling Proctor, like, he had no choice. He had to do it. Like, you ain't really have to do it, though. You could have let that one slide. But that's just Ghost being Ghost. So, now, Blanca and Donovan visit Tasha. they're asking her about the whereabouts of Silver, but Blanca wants to work in that whole. She wants to work in what happened with Angela also. And see, Blanca, she's smart. She's the smart one. She knows that Tasha knows everything. She knows how to read people. She's like, Tasha's not stupid. She knows what happened to Angela, and she knows what happened to Silver. And Tasha does know what happened. She know that Ghost done strangled or shot up Silver, and she knows that and she knows what happened with Angela. So Blanca is right on point. But Donovan, you can tell he's kind of he doesn't want to overstep with Tasha too much. You can see that there's a little care, however much is there, but it's something. Now, so we have a lot of pause this episode. So this is the funeral episode. So now Paz is, of course, she's trying to pay for her sister's funeral. But now Sax tells her that her sister's benefits were frozen because they're still trying to work out, whether she was really going to flip on James or help him out. So the feds are trying to sort that out before her benefits can be released. So now she's kind of still being looked at as a criminal. So again, even after Angela's death, she's still kind of on trial. So her association with Jamie is still haunting her beyond the grave. So now Paz needs some money to pay for that, pay for the funeral. But now she's really starting to see that her sister, she wasn't such the victim that Paz thinks she is. So now Tasha and James, they're starting the divorce proceedings. And she tells James she wants half of everything. And then she says that she's going back to her maiden name, which is Green. And then and Ghost tells Tasha that he's going to stay away from Tommy and not kill Tommy, but because it would hurt the kids, because Tariq, he done lost so much that if Tommy dies, she doesn't know how that's going to affect him. And the crazy thing is, Ghost looks right at Tasha. He looks her right in the eyes and tells her that he'll stay away from Tommy, knowing damn well that he believes he killed Tommy. So again, we just keep seeing how easy it is for Ghost to lie. It's just natural to him. That's just crazy ass Ghost being Ghost. Now we find out that Proctor's ex is his baby mama is working with the feds now. She's working with Sax. He's gonna try to give her a plant to put on her daughter with at Proctor's house to try to catch Proctor up, which in turn he hopes will catch James and then everyone else. So Proctor's wife, her role in the season seems to be growing also. So we're seeing a lot of side characters getting an increased role so far. So now we get to Tommy. Tommy said that he thought that when he ended up killing Angela, that they were even. So I guess he didn't really have plans to retaliate against Ghost, to at least finished killing Ghost after he killed Angela. He thought they were even. And then I guess he didn't expect Ghost to want to kill him for that. So you can tell Tommy is still pretty much shocked and kind of probably hurt that Ghost really tried to spray his car with bullets. So we still have more layers to this whole Ghost versus Tommy thing. It's never been as killer as it seems. So Ghost, now we get to Tasha and Keisha and Tommy. Keisha and Tommy are spending some time, and then Tasha shows up. But when the doorbell or the door is knocking, Keisha is already thinking that it's the feds. So her ass, she flips the hell out for no reason. It's just a knock at the door. That nobody came in with guns drawn. Nobody was shooting. Nobody was hollering. Nothing. Just a knock at the door, and Keisha done flipped out, ready to snitch on everybody, ready to tell them where she threw the gun in the water. So that another indication that Keisha is not built for this. And Tommy sees that. She's already telling Cash to send the cash away. She's panicking to Tommy. So Tommy just tells her, just get the door. Keisha gets the door, and it's Tasha. She slams the door right in Tasha's face. She sends Tasha away within seconds. And then she tells Tommy to stay away from Tasha. She says, we're done with the St. Patrick's. And she actually compares, she was saying that Tommy was saying he doesn't want to really want to kill James because of what it would do to Tasha and the kids. And then Keisha, dumbass, says that when Ghost tried to kill Tommy, did he think about Keisha and Cash? Tommy, he don't even know Keisha and he just got with you. How you gonna compare you and Cash to Tasha and the kids? Keisha is she's just way out there. Way the fuck out there. What else we got here? Yeah, Keisha not built for the business. And she's demanding that Tommy stay away from the St. Patrick's, including Tasha. And Tasha is consistently Tommy's right hand. So you already know he's not doing that. Now, we get to the scene where Ghost shows up to Chode. He's in Tariq's room. He came to let Tariq know that he killed Tommy. Now, at the beginning of the scene, you assume that, this is Ghost. This is nice. This is Ghost is finally doing something human, something nice, He's admitting that he killed Tommy. He goes there. He tells Tariq that he killed Tommy. He tells Tariq personally that he killed Tommy. And you're like, oh, dude, wow, Ghost is finally doing something halfway decent. He's finally being honest. But then, yeah, because he tells Tariq that he killed Tommy because Tommy killed Angela, but he was really aiming for Ghost. And then Tariq asks him, why Tommy would do something like that. Because, Tommy wouldn't just want to kill his brother like that. And then Ghost lies to him. That's very key. Because Tariq, he already knows the truth. Because Tommy told him last episode that Ghost did some fucked up shit. He made him kill his father he tricked him, he swindled him into killing his pops. So Tariq already knows the truth, and Tariq asks his pops. He probably asked his pops that on purpose to see if his father was gonna lie, and his father did lie, because Ghost cannot tell the truth. Like the truth, the lie is the truth to Ghost. He cannot tell the truth. So Tariq noticed that, and it's interesting because now Tariq talks to Tommy about it. And Tommy told Tariq the truth. Tariq asked Tommy if was he aiming for Ghost when he shot Angela. Tommy told him the truth. And that's really why Tariq was like, okay, before you take the hit out on him, before you take a shot out on Ghost, just let me know. And you could tell Tommy thought about it, and then he told Tariq the truth, and that's why Tariq is still, at the very least, Tariq is in the middle, because no matter what, Ghost is his father. You would think he would automatically choose his father's side, but Ghost continues to lie to him, and that's really the source of Tariq and Ghost's issues, is that he feels like he never knew who his father was. His father lied to him his entire life, and now his father is still lying to him. But here you have Tommy, who's completely honest with him. Honest enough to tell him that, yeah, I was trying to kill your father. That's a dangerous truth for Tommy to consider telling Tariq, because that could really just end the whole relationship. But he's told him the truth. He respected him enough to tell him the truth, something Ghost couldn't do. So that was the key. That was the key to the Ghost, Tariq, and Tommy situation this episode. The truth. Also, now we see that my boy Tate is back, man. Tate is like my favorite character, man. I love Tate. So he has Ghost at his side, but he's trying to keep Ghost at a distance, because this man is running for governor. That's no small position. But he lets Ghost know that this whole Angela thing. He asks Ghost, did you kill Angela? Ghost says he didn't kill Angela. He loved Angela. But Tate is like, I'm running for governor. I can't have no dirty nonsense ruining my campaign. So you need to handle that. Tate is not playing with Ghost. But Ghost is going to have something for him later on in the episode. So now we see Tasha is having some financial... Well, she's not having financial problems. She's trying to figure out how she's going to handle her financials going forward, how she's going to make her money going forward. So she's talking to Tommy. Originally, Tasha was not with Ghost and Tommy killing each other at all. She told Tommy, she doesn't want Tommy to kill Ghost because that's still the father of her kids. But now, seeing as though she signed a prenup and her getting half may not be a possibility, now she's considering, maybe it would be in everyone's best interest, maybe if Ghost was dead, because Tasha and the kids are the beneficiaries. So if Ghost is dead, Tasha gets everything. I think, that's foul of Tasha to now want him dead just because of money. That's pretty foul. Tasha fans gotta admit that. I know Tasha haters are gonna have a field day with this shit. They are gonna have a field day with this shit. I can only imagine, man. For real. But yeah, it is a little foul. But that's the nature of the game. It's very cutthroat. Like, we got the brothers trying to kill each other. Now Tasha is like, I need this money. So now we're seeing that this episode, Tasha is kind of giving Tommy the okay, and Tariq is kind of giving Tommy the okay. So we see a shift in that whole thing where Tommy is getting sort of like a blessing to take Ghost out. So now we really getting the ball rolling on that. But now Tasha is telling, Tommy tells Tasha that Keisha is not, she's not built for this business at all, because just for that little knock on the door, she done flipped the hell out for no reason. So Tommy is already thinking like he might have to do something about Keisha. Like Keisha might be the next person Tommy gotta kill. But now Tasha, calms him down, tells him that you just need to throw her some shit, like buy her a bag or something, She'll be good. We'll see how that works out. So Paz, I think she's in, what's her name, Angela's apartment, and she finds a cell phone. How the hell did the feds miss that? They had to be in Angela's apartment. How the hell did they miss a cell phone? I don't know. That shit make no sense. How the hell did Jamie miss that cell phone? He was all in her fucking drawers and everything. How the hell Jamie's missed that? So, I don't know. But she found that phone. She thought it was Jamie. She called she sent the phone a text message, but it ended up being Tasha, which we'll see. So, now we get to the scene where Proctor is at the custody hearing with his baby mama. Now, usually Proctor is known for being that dude in the courtroom. Nobody could get over on Proctor. He done embarrassed the feds plenty of times in the interrogation rooms, in the witness rooms, in court. But now we see that his wife, she not one to play with in court too. So she really embarrassed Proctor in the courtroom. She told him Proctor got her hooked on cocaine or whatever she's on, heroin, whatever white folks is doing nowadays. She told the judge that he got her hooked on that and all that. But and now we even see that she kind of outdid Proctor in some lore stuff also. So she's nothing to mess with herself, and it's showing. So Proctor has met his match in his baby mama. So now the judge she's so convinced by the wife who was on drugs, who's now working with Sachs, who helped her get the job at the private firm, which really, cemented her as stable, because now she can make 6 figures. Now she can take care of her daughter. So Sachs is really getting to Proctor now. Proctor probably doesn't know yet, but Sachs is, he's doing it. So because the baby mama was so effective in the courtroom, the judge asks for the daughter to, weigh in and kind of decide what would be best for her. So when they bring them to the room and the daughter comes in, and they ask the daughter, who would you want to be with? And the mother, she plays little mind games with the daughter. The daughter stops crying, and then Proctor just breaks down and tells them, okay, he agrees to joint custody because he doesn't want to put his daughter through this whole ordeal. So the wife, the ex-wife, she really got over on Proctor. We never seen Proctor dominated really in that way, in the legal way, in the legal sense. All right, so now Tasha and Paz meets up. Paz is thinking she's gonna get over on Tasha and just really try to press Tasha for the truth and try to get James. But Tasha lets her know that Angela and Tasha were working together, and Angela helped them, and even that Angela wasn't going to flip. So now Paz is really introduced to the dark side of Angela. Angela is not some innocent woman who was preyed on by James, who was just really like starry-eyed, stuck on love. Angela was in some shit. And so Paz really sees that. She's seeing her sister for what she was. Now her eyes are being open. So now, if she continues with this, she could risk losing out on Angela's benefits and then ruining Angela's reputation. So Tasha plays her cards right in that sense. So Paz has to work with Tasha now to keep Angela's secrets closed. See, and now it's interesting. Now Paz, out of nowhere, she's dragged into this. Now she knows certain things that are going on. Now she could be implicated because she knows things and she's not speaking on them. And that phone is the phone that later on that she's gonna put in the casket. That's evidence. She willfully got rid of that evidence. So Paz is in it now. She fully in it out of nowhere. That's gonna be interesting because she's also working with Sax. So how is that gonna play out? Now she really has to protect herself too. She has to protect Angela's image. So she's gonna be working with Sax and against Sax because she still wants Jamie. Now we get to Tate's speech and everything. So Tate is making his big speech, and James is on the side of everything. And then we get the mention, our first mention of the damn Queen's Child project. I wonder how that's coming along, if it's done and all that. I mean, was it done last season? It might have been. They had the ribbon cutting ceremony, was it, right? But we need an update on how it's going. Anyway, there's a dude that shows up. You know, he wants to know about the jobs. He's from the old neighborhood. He's telling Tate, you know, are you looking out for the little people in the old neighborhood? And then also the reporters are questioning, you know, how James's whole situation with Angela, how that's going to affect Tate's campaign. Now this right here, James uses this opportunity, and the guy, the regular average Joe who called out Tate, he's using that opportunity to step in and really insert himself into Tate's campaign. So he damn near pushes Tate away from the microphone. You know, Tate is really, Tate knows how to act in public, so there's nothing he can do about it. James knows when he can push himself with Tate, because he knows Tate has to keep up an image, so he picks the perfect moment to assert himself, which is live in front of cameras, in front of reporters. Tate can't do anything about it. James just grabs the podium and he's saying, Tate and I, you know, we... This nigga said he wrote him and Tate was writing the campaign speech. Oh man, this dude James he's stupid, right? So he really asserted himself in the campaign. So now Rashad, it's either you gonna win with James or you going down with James. So now you got to make sure that James don't go down, because if James go down, Rashad Tate is going down. We'll see how Tate reacts to that. But that was just classic Ghost. He got another one over on Tate. We didn't see that too much, but he got this one over on Tate, and you could tell Tate was standing there like, this motherfucker, this nigga, man. But ain't nothing he could do about it. Now James is officially part of that campaign. Okay, so now we see, now that Tommy got the blessing from both Ghost and Tariq. He goes to kill. No. Did I say Ghost? I mean Tasha and Tariq. He goes to kill Ghost now. He got the gun out. He got the silencer on the gun. He got Ghost in sight. But then some dudes show up in a van, put the cover over his head, and take him away. Boom, they bring him back to the spot, and it's Jason. Jason stopped Tommy from killing Ghost. And now he's telling Tommy that he can give him extra protection against Ghost for an added cost. Now, this is from what we were talking about earlier. So now, Jason is making money off of both Tommy and Ghost. So he's using their own beef to just rack on the paper. He could be making an extra like $200K off of Ghost and Tommy a week or something. So we'll see how that, when both Tommy and Ghost find out that they're being played by Jason, will they work together to take him down or something? We'll see. Let's see. Tasha visits Ghost. Now she tells Ghost that if you don't give me some damn money, I'ma talk. Again, she asks Ghost, where is Silver? She keeps telling Ghost, I know you killed Silver. Where is he? Where's the body? Ghost still won't admit it. But then Tasha keeps telling him, yeah, I want money or I'm going to talk. Ghost doesn't believe her at first, but she lets him know, like, I'm not playing with you, nigga. I'm going to talk. And then Ghost tells Tasha that this is not her house anymore. Don't come back. And then he also tells her, how did you get up here? I took your name off the list. So now we're seeing that they're like really done. But the funny thing about Ghost is you want Tasha to do certain things for you, like go to the funeral for you. But he always says crazy stuff to her. Stuff that just way out of pocket. Like he tells her, you don't live here anymore. What the hell are you doing here? Don't come back here. You want her to help you. You want her to go to the funeral with you, but you keep saying crazy out-of-pocket stuff with her. Because those two, they got to stay together, though, just to keep up appearances. Even if they're getting a divorce, they have to look like they're united to keep a sense of normalcy, to look like regular people. So they still need each other, especially with Ghost really inserting himself into Tate's campaign. He's going to need Tasha. They can't look like they have issues. They could get a divorce, but they have to look like a united front, like they can co-parent, just to keep up appearances. So Ghost, you need to stop. If you want her to help you, you need to stop talking crazy to her. Stop saying crazy shit like, the love of my life is dead. I know you're happy about that. But, again, Ghost being Ghost. So Tommy brings Keisha that a bag, but Keisha knows that Tasha is the one who referred him that bag. She's mad about it again. She tells Tommy, you need to stay away from St. Patrick's and all that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what's going on with Keisha. But now suddenly she wants to learn the game, and she keeping that damn bag too. But she wants to learn the game. I guess now she feels that, because she knows that Tasha is really Tommy's right hand, and that she knows everything about the game, and she's the one who can give Tommy advice, alibis. She can clean money. So I guess now Keisha's like, damn, if I want him to stay away from Tasha, I need to get into this stuff. So it's not like Keisha wants to do it, but she has to do it because she wants Tommy to herself, and she wants Tommy away from Tasha. So she has no choice but to at least act interested in the drug game. Even though the night before, she said she wants nothing to do with talk. She didn't even want to talk about the drug game the night before. But now, apparently she wants to learn and all that. Early in the episode, Tariq's friend, who was like helping him push the pills that he got, told him that there's a girl that wants to talk to him. She's gonna snitch on him unless he talks to her. So Tariq goes to talk to her. She's one of 5 black students there. She's worried that Tariq, pushing weight on campus is gonna reflect negatively on the other kids. She's not one of the rich kids. She's there on like a scholarship. She's struggling to get by, so she has a lot to lose. Tariq is already rich. Most of the kids there are rich, but anything negative is really gonna hurt her. So she's telling Tariq, don't be a stereotype and all that. He's trying to get Tariq to stop pushing that weight, but Tariq now, this episode, we're really seeing Tariq, the way that his leadership and his mind is just growing. He's looking more like, classic Ghost. He tells her, you struggling to get by. You work at the bookstore. Why don't you come work for me? You're gonna make a whole bunch more money, and you got time to study and do other things. So Tariq gave her a little nice proposition right there to think on. He convinced her to quit. So that really shows Tariq's his negotiation skills, just his leadership is just growing. He's gonna be ready to lead that business in a minute. What we got next? Now we get to Rashad's office. He brings in the neighborhood dude that pressed him and Ghost at the campaign speech. Now he wants the dude to dig up some stuff on James, because now James is a part of his campaign. He needs to keep a close eye on James, and he needs to learn everything he can about James. So he's using that dude. His campaign manager is not with it, and Tate turns to ask his campaign manager. He says, "How did that dude get into the speech anyway? You should have vetted him. That's your job." And then the campaign dude kind of pumps his chest out at Tate. He says, "What are you gonna do? Fire me?" Tate said, "Nah, I'm not gonna fire your ass." Tate gave him a 2-piece. Oh shit, the street came out and Tate real quick. He punched dude in the face and the stomach. Yo, he had dude slumped on the floor. Yo. He handled him like the street. So now we see Tate. Tate is he about that life. He could get his hands dirty if he has to. Well, he's a politician. Dirty is the definition of politician. Get your hands dirty, that's all politics. Right there. So that was a funny little Tate moment. I'm looking forward to Tate this season. You may see, hopefully, a more darker side of him. He might have to bring the dark side out with the whole crazy campaign and then dealing with James. We may see some darkness, some more darkness from Tate this season. Now we get to, they're at the church, I believe, and the pause is with Angela's coffin. She's really reflecting on everything. She's processing everything, because now she sees her sister is not as innocent as she thought she was. But then the funeral people come to her and they tell her that everything was taken care of. So now she's trying to figure out who paid for the funeral. She calls up Sachs and asks Sachs if they released the funds, the benefits. Sachs says no. Then she texts Tasha. She thanks Tasha. So apparently it was Tasha who paid for the funeral. She didn't want to accept the money from James, but Tasha paid for the funeral. And then after that, we see Paz puts the phone in Angela's casket, and then she tells her sister in Spanish that your secrets will be buried with you. So Paz is not going to be an issue for Tasha at this point. She still wants Jamie to go down. She still wants Jamie. But now, again, that puts Paz in it. Paz is in it now because she just got rid of evidence and she knows a little about what happened, but she wants to protect her sister. That's just the big sister. She wanted to protect her sister from James because she knew that Jamie was trouble. She knew that this would eventually end bad for Angela, and now she's really risking herself to protect Angela's secrets because you got rid of evidence. So Paz is in it now. Damn you, Angela. You giving your sister's problem beyond the grave, too. And we see Paz's son. We finally see Angela's nephew. What else we got here? Oh, we see Dre got mentioned. And Dre, he's going to make his first appearance this episode. So apparently Dre is the star witness against the Jimenez in the trial. And so they're trying to keep Angela's death a secret from Dre because they feel like he's not going to testify if he knows that Angela's dead because Angela's the one who secured him and brought him in and all that. So we're at the funeral, and then the St. Patrick's walk in. Once the St. Patrick's walk in, all eyes are on them. Sax is like, damn, the nerve of this motherfucker to show up. And Sax actually calls James OJ in reference to like him killing, I guess, the love of his life, you know, and all that. And then just chilling afterward. So Sax still has it in for James. You know, Sax is he's dedicated. He wants to avenge Angela, but it doesn't seem like he's actually using his brain to actually solve the case. He's just working off like a vendetta instead of actually trying to solve the case, because he's still really stuck on James being the killer. When, you know, there are other possibilities. Sax, he's just not too bright. He's determined, but he's not too bright. Then we see Tommy shows up at the funeral. And that turns even more heads because now Ghost sees a ghost. Literally. Because he thought he killed Tommy last episode. He sprayed Tommy's car with like 50 bullets. And now here Tommy is walking into Angela's funeral. And Tommy walked in like he was the man. And then this was a great touch. A real Tommy, he walked up and he gave his condolence to Paz. And she accepted him with open arms. He kind of gave her a hug. And then he even hugged, I don't know if that's their father or their uncle or whatever, but he really embraced the family, and the family accepted his condolences, which is far different from how Paz has received James. She wants James in prison. She wants nothing to do with James, but she embraced Tommy with open arms, so that has to be killing James. And Tommy knew that. So that was that was cool. He can't kill James physically right now, but he killed him with that one. He killed James with that one. And then James asked Tasha if she knew that Tommy was alive, and she was like, "Yeah, I knew, nigga. I knew he was alive." So Tommy got that one over. He got that one. Now at the end we got now LaKeisha is really learning the different groups and the different territories. And then Tommy gives her, after she guesses one of the territories correctly, Tommy gives her like a pair of earrings, like, you know, like after a dog does a trick for you and then you reward them. That's exactly how it looked. She guessed that territory correctly, and he gave her like those earrings, like a little doggy treat, and she ate it up. So I'm seeing like Tommy gonna have to keep going to Jacob just to keep Keisha quiet right now, but we already know how that's gonna end. What else we got here? We finally see Dre. He got the fresh dreads. I didn't know they do dreads in witness protection. And he got the fresh lineup with it. So he finds out that that Angela is dead. Like, if y'all really didn't want him to find out that Angela was dead, you know, wouldn't y'all take his TV out or restrict his TV, not have CNN available or something? No. Just an idea. But now Dre goes from being shook, like a shook when he finds out that Angela's dead, to now you see in his facial expression, he's like, nah, I gotta figure something else out. Maybe he won't turn on the Jimenez. Maybe he'll get back into the game. And so Dre is not done yet, people. Dre is not done yet. Now we see Tasha entering her new apartment. And now we also see the little baby girl. Now she's a little grown. So now we got a full set of kids in the series now. We see the little baby girl. But now Tasha's new apartment looks real modest, especially the kitchen. She got those little regular wood cabinets, that little regular apartment stove, refrigerator. It got some nice windows in there though, but that's a real modest apartment compared to the penthouse where you got to take the elevator to that. Well, your front door is the elevator in the penthouse. She went from that to now you just open the door and you walk in. So Tasha's lifestyle is really changing now. So how is that going to affect her more into the way she wants to proceed with Ghost? But it's just an interesting change of pace. And now she's going to blame Ghost even more. Because Terry had money. She would have been good with Terry, but now she all alone. And now she in that little apartment. She's used to her lifestyle. Her and Ghost been doing this since high school, so she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and that lifestyle is over, at least for now. Now, Ghost goes to Jason and tells and asks Jason why the hell did he lie to him and tell him that, and not tell him that Tommy was still alive, and he wants permission to kill Tommy. But Jason tells him that if you could kill Tommy if you want, but if you kill Tommy, you're gonna be my new distro. And Ghost has been trying to get out the game for the entire series. Since episode 1, he's been trying to get out the game. So he's really not trying to get back into the game. So now Tommy can't kill Ghost. Ghost can't kill Tommy. Both because of Jason, and now they're paying Jason. So now we're going to proceed with the next few episodes. They're just going to be at odds, but they can't kill each other. Because Ghost damn sure is not going back into the game. So now is Ghost gonna go find Dre to be the new distro or something? But he can't kill Tommy. So but it just shows you how there's absolutely no loyalty in the game, because Jason is just, he's ready at any second. If Ghost said he would be the distro, he would probably let Ghost kill Tommy. So there's no loyalty in the game. But this episode, there was a lot going on this episode. It was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. But a lot went on. It was a good setup for the following episodes. And it's kind of good that Ghost and Tommy can't kill each other yet, because you can't just, it wouldn't make any sense that they don't kill each other. If there's nothing standing in their way, one of them should be dead within one episode. So they set it up good to make sure, to give an excuse as to why one of them isn't dead until at least the last few episodes. So I'm looking forward to episode 3 next week. And let me know what y'all thought about the episode. Which team are y'all on in this episode? Because this may go back and forth. You may be Team Ghost one episode and be Team Tommy the next episode. So which team are you on after this episode, episode 2? Well, anyway, as usual, love doing these reviews, talking to y'all. So let me know what y'all thought about the episode also. And please make sure to like this video, share your thoughts, share this video with your other Power fans that you know, and subscribe to the channel and all that. That's it. It's your boy Emmanuel. I'm out. Till next week. Peace.